to Tarot Me More, the at-home edition.
Hola amigos.
Ya está. Let's toast. Let's join us for a cup of coffee. Because it's actually the morning.
Sí.
I just want excuse to drink coffee. We're gonna change the name. I love the Morning Quickies. I'm thinking like changing it to join us for your reading with coffee in the morning. It's kind of long. But the 7th of March, and I was shuffling before when Yaz was setting up the camera, and I'm ready to roll with Aries. So you're showing up as the Ace of Swords, huh? For your overall energy. And I was saying that Yaz, like, you're trying to standardize the dailies, you know, so I'll look at them consistently the same way. So it's love and relationships, right? And the overall energy, I always leave a little open. It's something that's usually going on in your life, or the overall energy of why you might be watching a reading, something around love. So usually now with the Ace of Swords is like a question. You have a question, or you want an answer. You want to ask them a question. And this is kind of them showing up. Oops. And 9 of Wands. So, your energy around relationships and where you're feeling is, you know, you've done about everything you can do. 10 of Wands, I'm sorry, you know, this is maxed out. You've done everything you can do. Maybe in terms of relationships, this thought going through your head is like, I've done everything I can do. I've done everything I can do. Can't do anymore. Don't know what else to do. And so it's beyond being exhausted. It's like you feel like you're out of options, maybe, you know? Maybe this is like, you know, the Ace of Swords here, then David's maybe like, you know, what do I do? Because I don't know what else to do. I've done everything I can think of.
Okay.
Magician. No, you haven't done everything. You haven't done everything you can do. This is you. This is the question. And now you're using tarot. I'm gonna, you know, not to toot our own horn, but any tarot reading will do. I don't think we should do them for ourselves, but you know, you have resources here that are beyond physical. You know, with the wands, you know. This is combining your actions. You've already done every action. This is combining your resources, your pinnacles and coins, putting your heart into it with the cups, and using your intuition and your feminine side, and being receptive and open, and so you can receive things and receive help. And using the swords. And here's your sword. This is your sword, your question you want to answer. So really, babe, this becomes, what the hell is the answer?
The 4 of Wands.
I swear to God, I didn't stack it. This is how it shook out, guys. You can't make it up. You can't make it out. And then look, it's a wand. And it's like, you know, I think what this says, guys, is like, you've done everything you can do, and now you're asking, like you're ready to give up because you're like, I don't know what else to do. You know, now this is you look at your reading. Yesterday we did the singles and the couples for Aries, right? The 3rd week of April. But I don't know what your partner's doing, but you're not like this if your partner's engaged and helping, no? So, but you're going to do something to change things, right? Using your intuition and all of your resources combined, getting help from the outside. And the answer to your question then is, yes, you can build. This is kind of like building a happy family to me, you know? 10 of Cups is the happy family. This is like we're building a home together and a life together. Not some love and energy. It is the happy family, but it's like, kind of comes to mind too. Part of the magician is, you know, he's not going to allow his partner to sit on the sidelines. Everybody has strengths. Everybody, you know, he's going to find out what are the strengths of the partner and use those as well to help solve the problem and anybody else's help. And very positive, Aries. So thank you for a quickie, huh?
Okay.
And move to Taurus. It's for the 7th. This is I want to change the name to Join Us for Coffee in the Morning.
See.
Coffee and tarot. Just have excuses for coffee. And we're doing the 7th of April here. The Morning Quickies. Taurus. So we're asking the name of life, love. serves the highest good. What can Spirit tell us about love and relationships for our Taurus friends? Advice, anything you might be watching tarot reading for? Any questions on your mind with love and romance? Oz is shuffling, and I think I need to channel some more coffee.
Channel some more? What's in it?
Channel is like sometimes you want to, literally it's like a medium that channels a dead or spirit entity, but you can channel your strength or channel your vulnerability or that kind of thing.
Okay.
Or you can channel coffee. That's what I'm thinking.
You ready? Bueno. Listo.
I like get the honor. So we're going to look at the bottom deck first. I'm going to do this as so, and 8 of Pentacles, instead of the swords we had, this somebody probably's been doing the good work because it's relationships, right? And the 8 of Pentacles, that's that good work, hard work, good work, not messing around. 6 of Pentacles, I mean. And you can see he's got the scales and it's very balanced, and it's like, this someone's been doing relationship work, like whatever that means for you. Psychology, looking at your chart, working on yourself, like that kind of work, like not like working at a job, but being very, now you should be in a position where you're very balanced and stable, and, very great relationship energy to go into with that kind of energy. And then the High Priestess, this is you in and around relationships. Oh yeah, sure speaks to a female now, but it's your divine feminine. Remember we were channeling, so this is someone's going to channel their energy into the more receptive side of themselves, the divine feminine side of themselves. This is like the intuition, the heart over the mind energy. And what's good is when you're in this energy, you're so like stable. You've done the work to get yourself together, where you're strong and stable. That's a great time to then really, in astrology, it'd say like we have to satisfy those Saturn needs, which are structure and all of that, and doing the hard work and the Pentacles, the 6 Pentacles. And then once we have that, it's like a tree has deep roots and the branches can go out. And here you are with your branches going out here, being the High Priestess. In terms of how you're feeling around relationships, that can go anywhere and go somewhere good.
The elephant.
What combination too? The Hierophant and the High Priestess. So major arcana for your Morning Quickie Taurus. And that's kind of you showing up too. The Hierophant to me is Taurus, second house. Again with this is the 6 of Pentacles. So giving respect to tradition, to whatever binds you is solid in marriage here. Let's see where this goes with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I think this is like a transition of the Taurus, because this is Taurus too, the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like you're, I don't understand why, help me if you haven't been, like if they're really balanced and together, right? And now they're going into their feminine side, meaning they're being vulnerable, open, intuitive, aware, spiritual. And now you bring in this very traditional card, which could mean marriage or tradition. And then the Queen of Pentacles, it's like almost they get to move into their best version of themselves through this marriage. Through this being more traditional, But it's nice because the priestess can make that choice. She's not doing this to be conforming or just the easy way or to be a part of something bigger. She would do this, or he or she would do this because they feel drawn to do it from that deep inner place. And then you end up out of this relationship not only being married or you become like the best version of yourself, mature, and probably it brings in financial benefits. You're many times couples are stronger together than they are apart. That's not supposed to be that way. But that's how it works, you know. It's sometimes, you know, it's what makes life wonderful. Sometimes the whole is so much greater than the parts; it's unfathomable, and that's like the miracle of life, guys. So, Taurus, thank you. And I'll move on to Gemini friends for the 7th of April. This is the Morning Quickies, or as I'm tempted to now call it, the drink coffee in the morning. And I just shuffle good, guys, and so we have an excuse. We could get to the beach today. So, at the casa.
En la casa.
In la casa? Not at la casa.
At la casa.
Yeah. Alright, Gemini, so 7th of April. What are we getting for you guys? Love and relationships, so serves greatest good. What can we say for Geminis here? The Spirit say, answer your questions about love and relationship. You know any Geminis?
My mom was Gemini.
That's right, your mom. An artist. Yeah. Geminis are just really friendly people. You know, Trump notwithstanding. No, it's making a joke about Trump, but yeah, no, Gemini is just such friendly and nice and open people, you know. Kind of like Sag, the opposite of Sag, right? We're both kind of like that. But never out looking for trouble, just out looking for a good time. Friends, good energy. Alright guys, let's see. You want to do the honors? Let's see the bottom.
The bottom is the Knight of Wands.
I don't like to look at the bottom until it comes up. I don't like to look at the bottom while I'm shuffling. I like to wait I want to be a surprise. So yeah, so the overall energy is, you know, some kind of struggle. Somebody that's feeling like they've been doing a lot and they're kind of tired. And we got to always keep in mind, they got 1 left. He's going to get up off his knee and he's going to go back to kicking ass here in a minute. And
he's just taking a break.
He's almost done, but not quite done. So let's see.
Now we have the Queen of Wands.
Queen of Wands, wow. Okay, that's a nice transition from the 9 of Wands. Remember I said it's he or she. So she's going to get up off of that knee and she is going to kick some major ass. Because this is being really strong and confident and outspoken, you know, dynamic, charismatic. We were talking about channeling. This is you in terms of love and relationship, Gemini. Channeling all that part of yourself, okay? And also implies a maturity, like you're either a mature person or you've reached some level of maturity, something like that.
And then we have the
2 of Cups. Mercy me.
Mercy.
What that says to me is like that work paid off. I mean, because this is about love and relationship. You work very hard. Love. You try, like maybe 9 times, and you didn't give up. And now you're channeling this highest part of yourself. This is the one that would be confident and go out and be able to date and not mess around and, you know, let people bring them down, not be uptight, not be worried. And they're going to manifest the 2 of Cups, you know. And that's, so you're finding that you're with someone. You're feeling like right now, while you're watching this reading, this person on your mind is your 2 of Cups, and you've each given your cup to each other, or at least here it shows you've given your cup. And it looks like they have. Let's see where this goes.
The
8 of Cups.
Oh, mira.
And the 9 of Swords. I just want to make sure. Because we said, let's see where this goes. I don't see it going well.
No. It's very tired, no? It's working hard. Try one more time. It's open for the love, but the person that you choose maybe is not the right one.
Not the right one, yeah. And you walk away. Gotta say, you walk away. We had a couple of them the other day where they walked away and there was like 6 pentacles, and I said, you walked away clean, not even that hard. This is hard. Yeah, you walk away and you're not, yeah, you're hurt about it. But you're not thrilled. But this could imply too, Gemini, that you pulled the plug here, honestly.
Maybe
Much as you
someone that
you realize they're not for you.
Maybe sometimes you idealize the
Idealize,
person. Idealize the person, and when you open your eyes and you see it's not that you was
Yeah.
idealizing.
Your ideal, the romance phase. You wake up 9 months later and go, whoa.
And it's like, wow.
And the Two of Cups can be that a lot, yeah, it can be that energy. And in any case, it looks like you're walking away, I just get the feeling, and you're walking away with a heavy heart. It's not easy. It's going to be painful. Sorry, guys, Gemini, but thank you. And now Cancer, we're doing the Morning Quickies for March 7th, 2021. This is the special at-home coffee edition of the Morning Quickies.
Delicious coffee.
And like we just did that reading, that's a little rough. And it's like I was telling y'all, like, if I've watched a lot of tarot, I really enjoy a lot of tarot readers. I've learned so much, but like if I see a tarot reader that's all just crazy, everybody's meeting their soulmate or twin flame, and that's all you ever hear, then I'm sorry, it's bullshit. You know, because life is roles. Life is good, it's bad, it's evil, it's wonderful, it's it's all these different things. And tarot's gonna reflect the reality of life. You know, it's not gonna reflect like someone's unicorn vision. You know, it's gonna reflect like reality, and it should reflect the other people we're reading for, right? And so they're probably having all kind of experiences. And the best thing is that sometimes these bad experiences, Cancer, they end up, that's what makes us a better person. That's what our soul's here for, to learn and grow. And, sometimes it takes the soulmate hit job, like that a lot. A lot of that's what's going on. If someone hurts you, they're probably your soulmate. Ooh, we always say in the Ten of Cups, how the Four of Wands is creating the happy home.
Okay.
And the Ten of Cups is the happy home. So, and as an overall energy, maybe we're talking about someone that's, it's either something that's been very strongly on your mind, a happy home, or you're in a happy, it's something that's on their mind, not struggling, but just a happy home. And that Ten of Cups, for years, like, this is all I wanted, and it's still all I want in life. The Ten of Cups, that's everything to me. That's my card. And it's someone, it could just be something that's on your mind. Love, soulmates, the happy home, this is total emotional fulfillment around a love in a relationship and a family. Whereas the Four of Wands is building the home, I think, more. The home. This is the emotions of it, huh? And so, or they are someone that's in that. Hopefully, let's see what's going on. With them, they're showing up as the Knight of Wands. So you can see the Knight of Wands with the volcano there. This is you, how you're doing in and around relationships, how you're feeling. Very fiery, very confident. Mars energy, actions. Wands, Knights are always taking action. So in terms of love, you'd be taking action, like aggressive action. And with the Ten of Cups, you may be having, if you're in a relationship, just feeling really good about it, moving into it, being kind of dominant. Now, like, you have to get the Five of Cups. How do you go from the Ten of Cups to the Five of Cups? Let's just think about how that might work. If this is a home, it's just not good. This is maybe, because this is definitely you, Cancer. This is Cancer. Their energy around love and relationships, and they're all for it. They're aggressively, passionately moving into love here, and it's on their mind. It's what they want. But now, this has got to be what you're feeling now. This is where you're at now. That's what the question is. What happened? Maybe that's our question. What the heck happened here? Because it looks so promising, and probably how you're feeling. It's like, man, I really felt like this was going to work. Really felt like this was going to work. This was the one. This Knight here, look. And maybe not.
The Ace of Cups.
Oh my God, you can't make this up. Ace of Cups. I gotta clarify this now. What's going on with that Five of Cups? Look, wow, okay.
Lack mentality.
Mentality. I don't know. It's kind of like.
Okay.
What do you think?
But Ray, if you can clarify this
Yes.
one, no?
Mm-hmm. But you see the
I
5 and the
understand
5.
that,
So
Ray want to clarify that.
the king. Just to me, that's just clarifying. You felt really good about this, really confident. You were like, "This is gonna work. This is the one. This is my 10 of Cups." And then it's like, no, wait a minute. It's like the brakes. This guy, he probably comes out of his saddle because, like a cartoon, the horse stops so fast he gets pitched forward.
I was thinking
It comes to a stop.
something different. For example, the Emperor sometimes is too much.
King of
No?
Pentacles, yeah.
No, the
Too
King
strong.
of Pentacles. I was thinking was the
Remember, this is clarifying
Okay.
them, how they are in and around relationships is what this is. This is should be their energy. This could
And
be
then
their
we
person's
have the
energy. It's usually
person.
going to be their energy, but you know, the mirror. So, but how do you end up with the Ace of Cups out of that?
I better clarify this one.
Hermit, Virgo card. I think what's going on here is kind of like I said, but you're feeling the 5 of Cups because you don't feel good enough. You kind of said like maybe too much, but it must be going on. Like
It's like everything is okay, but in your mind you don't feel enough, and this is
yeah.
why you are living a 5 of Cups that is not the
Well,
reality.
what the Ace of Cups said before we clarify it, and I'm going to factor that in, is that, you know, it's there for you. This is there. This is like, it's there. No, it's you're like thinking it's not there, Cancer, but it's there. And the reason you don't think it's there, it's not them, it's you. You don't
The
feel
lack
like you're good enough.
mentality.
You don't feel like you deserve it. Yeah, no matter what you do. And maybe, you know, with the Hermit, a lot of the Hermit card is not projecting. So don't project your lack onto the relationship. The relationship is not lacking. It is simply how you're feeling about yourself. And I think like what that's saying, it's there. You know, you may have to give it a little time. And this is introspection. You go inside and look at yourself. And when you do, I think you'll see that the relationship's there, Cancer.
Okay.
Just
Working yourself, huh?
yeah, thank you, Cancers. And we're going to do I put a couple shuffles on real quick. The quickies for the 7th of April. These cards are actually getting a little old. I really got to shuffle on. Even if it kills me on a 3-card reading, right? I'm going to start just reading through the deck, Dave. It'd be a lot easier to come think of it. It would make them really quick.
What?
Just read through the deck, shuffle at the beginning, and just go 3 cards until you're done. You know, it all works, guys. Everybody's like, oh, read reversals. Don't you read them, don't read them. It's going to work. You know, I think when you don't read reversals, you're going to clarify more. Okay, so we're talking to now our Leo friends for the 7th of April. We've got Love and Relationship here at the at-home edition of the Morning Quickies. We get to the beach today, friends. And let's see what we got for our Leo friends. Gonna change it to the join us for a cup of coffee edition. Give me an excuse to drink coffee. What do we got here? Oh boy, that's good. That's all right. It's easy for me to say, right? It's just change. It should be changing your mind about something, you know? It's like, you know, let's see. What kind of change going on? 7 of Swords. Boy, that's just what you need when you have a change going on. You know, with the Death card and the 7 of Swords, I'm not so much picking up on change with these two. It's like like paranoia, like an overall. This could be I'm having Pluto opposite Moon guidance. I don't want this, but it's like you just have this deep underlying paranoia about everything. And now this would be around relationships. So now I'm letting you know, unless you're cheating, unless you're doing the 7 of Swords, this is more like then becomes strategic thinking. And when you do strategic thinking in this position of you and around relationships, that's not good. That's not how we have a successful relationship. You're suspicious, and maybe someone's giving you reason to be, you know. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. 7 of Swords and the 6 of Swords, and the overall is a death.
Wow.
So there you are moving away now in your mind. This might end up being positive, okay? Because I was saying, I think this is about death here being this paranoia about the dark side, you know, the 8th house, and the controlling and jealousy, Pluto type of energy. And then after that, we'll pull the 7 of Swords, which is all of that energy. That is kind of like Scorpio,
so it's
8th
making
house.
the plans to move away.
I was saying, unless you, Leo, are the one cheating, then you, what will this card tell us? So you're making plans to move away. And then that's really how the 7 of Swords works with this strategy, you know. It's, and maybe also you got to say transformation and change. Now, these are all thoughts, okay, Swords. So is the Leo, are you moving away from something only in your mind, a pattern, a habit of thinking, or something that is transforming and changing, something around relationships? Probably something dark involving, you know, paranoia, control, jealousy, all of that. Things associated with Scorpio. Maybe you've been betrayed a lot in the past. It's, you know, it's on your mind, and you're moving away. So you're either moving away from a person who did all this, or you're moving away from that energy in yourself. And even better, if you're moving away from both. Like sometimes that relationship comes and it goes, you know, now I get it. I'm not going to do this anymore, whatever this is, right? So we don't look at them, we look at ourselves. And you're looking at yourself big time with the High Priestess here. So I tell you what, this is them. They are moving away from this thinking. And you may, in the process of doing this, it may be a person. You're in this relationship with this person. They betrayed you, you know, you've been there before. And now you're moving away, but with the High Priestess, it's like I said, even better if you're moving away from a person and from a pattern. And you're realizing something in your own mind about yourself, that how you got yourself into this mess. Lucy, how did I get myself into this mess? Well, this is the one that will figure it out, because, you know, it's a divine feminine, receptive energy moving into your intuition. It's moving out of this sword energy of your thoughts. This is not your, this is not even your...
Like a return to yourself?
Yeah, well, this is like your soul, a return to your soul, a return to your soul's purpose, a return to your most... intimate connection to spirit, your High Priestess self, you know. It's like the magician, you know, the feminine magician. Starts the fool's path. It's connecting, with moving totally out of this energy of the mind. So let me know, you know, Leos, I think that might be what's going on there. So that's actually, I said, let's not get worried by the death card. I got a feeling like the reading was going to be good, you know.
Yes, okay.
So thank you, Leos.
Sí.
And now Virgo, our favorite sign.
Sí.
I have to say that's in the contract.
Yes.
It's in the contract, yeah. So we're doing the at-home edition of the Morning Quickies. So now calling to drink coffee with us in the Morning Quickies. Just so I have an excuse to drink coffee. And could be on the beach, or just at a humble abode. Pretty quiet.
You know, we can do the coffee edition on the beach.
Yeah. Well, we normally do the coffee edition on the beach. I always got my coffee with me, one way or another. Yeah. I go to sleep at night so I can get up in the morning, burgers, and drink coffee.
One more like this.
Like
I mean,
this
you
is-
make
It's good, yeah. Card's been... I need to make sure we shuffle even with the 3 card spreads, huh? So the Queen of Cups for the overall energy. This is for Virgo expressing their more emotional side and being emotionally mature and like more self-contained emotionally, mostly self-aware. I mean, emotional and mature and feminine side, which is receptive, divine feminine. That's a pretty nice overall energy. Let's see what's going on with you around relationships. Now to take that and then go to the Knight of Swords, I like it, because think about it like this, okay? The Queen and the King, they send out the Knight.
They what?
They send out the knights. The queen says,
Go
I
to
want
the-
a knight to go out and attack these people, or send a message, more like a message here, and
Because it's
stuff
a
in there.
sword.
So this queen sends out her knight, and now why did she pick the Knight of Swords? Why not the Knight of Wands? Why not the Knight of Cups? Well, she wants to send, in terms of relationships here, you're, for whatever reason, you're coming from a good place. This is good because this is soft, this is open, this is emotionally vulnerable, aware, but this is being very strong and outspoken and kind of aggressive, not aggressive bad, but taking action. This is moving forward and feeling maybe confident too in and around relationships. It could have a little bit of an edge to it, you know, like you don't mess with the Knight of Swords, it cuts you fast, right? So, but direct, honest, forthcoming, no Libra, no, just direct, just like this is it, this is how it is. Look at that, the world. Now, it's a beautiful world card in the Gilded Tarot Royale deck here, but wow. Well, I mean, that's one way you could get the world. If you go from the Queen of Cups and send out your Knight and conquer the world. And this is your energy now, how you're feeling in relationships right now, and kind of why you're asking the question. It kind of imply that you're feeling like you've really leveled up, and maybe you're at some point where you're sort of at a new level of your life. You've accomplished something, you know, and maybe you did it yourself by speaking up for yourself, you know, Leo's. I mean, Virgo's speaking up for yourself, saying, you know, I want this, I need this, I want you to stop this, I want you to do this, being assertive and like that. And that ends up putting you in this position of feeling like you have the world. You're at a new level, a high level. Walk away. Walk away. I'm going to clarify that immediately with the Ace of Cups.
I don't understand.
The Six of Swords. Now remember, that's moving away mentally also, and with the Ace of Cups. So, you walk away to get your Ace of Cups, and this is in the future. This is in the future, you know. You don't have that overall energy. Queen of Cups, she ain't gonna play. She ain't gonna play. So, I think it's almost like you could look at this, like I'll continue the analogy. Maybe the Knight of Swords does some battle and has to move away, that something doesn't work in order to get their cup. So there's, in some sense, in the future, whether it's with this person, whether you walk away from them, this could be like you take some time out. Maybe the two of you are getting to know each other, you decide maybe you don't, and you take a break, or maybe you've been together, you have a fight, and you're not together for a while, and then you come back together because you realize this is the one, you know? And maybe you had to fight because the Knight of Swords is going to fight. The Queen of Cups, you know, she doesn't fight. She's going to send the Knight of Swords to do it. You know what I mean? And basically, maybe the fight was, it's like, I want to level up. I want a life. I want to be a bigger person. I want to move to another level. And your person maybe didn't want to do it. And you felt like you had to move away from them. But this is telling me maybe they're going to come back around. You know, because they realize, you know, you are the Queen of Cups. And they do want to give you their cup, you know. You know, they do want to level up with you and be together. So there's going to be a little bump in the road, something along those lines, yeah? For Virgos. So thank you, Virgos.
Now we're going to do Libra.
Libras for the March 7th or April 7th. Aries season full on here. And we're at the special at-home edition. Today, which is close to us anyway. And let's see what we got. Gonna shuffle good. So Libras, let's see the name of right now. So serves the greatest good. What can we get today on this quickie? Love and relationships, something helpful. Why you might be watching the tarot reading on the 7th of April. We've been getting some lively readings, kind of all over the place. I like it. I don't really like it when there's a theme.
And this a
A
theme?
theme, like you see when you get really strong transits that's maybe affecting everybody similarly, but like, you know, everything's a bummer, or, you know, or everybody's walking away, or everybody's angry, to kind of see it, right? But it's good, I like it, like everything's all over the place. Oh, creepy page.
Okay.
We're using the deck with the creepy page. Oh, the overall energy, okay.
This is the stash.
Alright, so Aquarius is the overall energy, but hopes, dreams, wishes, this is manifesting, you know, somebody that's feeling very hopeful around relationships, maybe into wanting to manifest a relationship, manifest that soulmate relationship, and feeling very good about it, you know. Maybe you haven't been feeling very good for a while, and now, you know, you're going into a period where you're just feeling like something's getting ready to happen, good things are going to happen. It's kind of like the overall feeling. And then, wow, with the Nine of Cups of Love, this is the kind of the perfect card to have here. This is you in and around relationships, being self-fulfilled, self-contained, emotionally together and happy, the happy Bachelor cup. There's no better way to go in with the Star. I mean, this would be someone that's open to love and wants love and is feeling really full of hope, emotionally feeling good. Like, if this is you, Libra, good luck getting you down, you know, that's going to be tough. Wow, and then showing up here is the Emperor. I usually see this as you, but here it could go either way, and I think this might be your person. So like an Aries person. And then your person would be someone who is mature, strong, stable, very stable. It could be controlling, you know, I don't like to read that into it. Like astrology, every planet's at a different vibration. So at the highest level, this is your protector, male extraordinaire. Doesn't have to be male and female, but that's the energy of it. Someone that understands the world, you know, particularly the world. Not so much of the focus on the spiritual and stuff, but they understand everything to do with the world, what it is to be human and what the needs are of people, the practical aspects of people. And then the Knight of Cups. So I gotta see this as either way with the Mirror, really wanting to bring in now this is your 10th cup, your last cup or your 10 of Cups, and bring it to this Emperor, or the Emperor is bringing it to you. And I'm going to clarify both of those. Clarify this out. This is annoying me now. Page of Cups. I'm clarifying it out here for the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like I said, either they're coming to you or you're coming to them. You might both be coming at each other. But for you, this is going to feel significant because you're really in a good place here. You may have been manifesting this, okay, guys? And you maybe want to manifest someone solid, someone who's not a dick, but it's assertive, you know, someone who can make a fist, who's not a weak person, and has also depth and stuff. And it looks to me like it's worked. And there could be a small child involved, not uncommon, not in any bad way. But with this Two of Pentacles, there's just things have to be worked out now with you guys. And because I think this is like your 10 of Cups here. It's kind of like what you wanted to manifest. But it's going to be a little slow with the Nine of Pentacles. It's going to be a little slow. And this Emperor, your person here, even though they're all in, you know, they're not going to typically move real fast, you know. They're going to make sure that when it happens, it's done right. You take care, and that's why this is when it happens. It's going to be done right. You know, you send the Knight of Pentacles out when you're not in a hurry, but you want to make certain it's done right. So, guys, that was an intense reading for a 3-card reading, but kind of loved it. You know, you see the stars show up as the overall energy, or the Fool. It's like, for me as a reader, I'm like, yes, good. Kind of like I don't know where it's gonna go, but it's gonna be fun and getting there, guys. All right, so now we're looking at our Scorpio friends. This is for March 7th, April 7th. I'm saying March 7th. Let's see what's going on March 7th. This is for April 7th, 2021. A year that will live surely in infamy.
The what?
In the future, people will look back at 2021 and think about it. Maybe. A lot of people have been sending me astrologers, one of the more recent ones, where they talk a lot about the transits coming up later in the year. Very kind of apocalyptic talk, and scary, and I don't know, things. Look, I think the world is changing. Let's just hope change for the better, but it's like something's gonna pop. Something's gonna pop. I like astrology, man. Here we go, Scorpios. One more time. This card's being a little sticky. Maybe it's the humidity. Make sure we get a good shuffle for you guys. What do we got? Love and relationship or Scorpios? And want to do the honor set? Okay. Five of Swords is the overall energy. So, well, what's that? That's fights. I mean, like I said, with the Five of Swords, it can be pretty vicious. So you might have been hurt really bad, and that's kind of the overall energy here. Let's see where you're at in terms of relationships.
The Lovers.
Wow. Well, you can't beat that coming out of the chute, but no, that's can be a choice, and classically a Gemini card, but beautiful in this deck. It's a little bit submissive feeling to the Lovers in this deck. The way she's kind of swooning into his arms, falling into his arms. And it can involve a choice, but definitely be someone that you have your mind on love, and you may be wanting to make a choice in love here.
The Empress.
The Empress, kind of like the other way we had the Emperor right there. So, what do you think? Do you have any ideas?
I would like to see the other one. This is why we have this energy,
Five of Swords and then Five of Cups at the end. Yeah, because I was wondering, like, if you're trying to just put this fight behind you, or maybe, swords can be a struggle too, a struggle in your mind. Like you've been struggling in your own mind with something. And the Lovers can be a choice. And their person could be the Empress. Here, and then the outcome is the Five of Cups. No, you want to clarify the outcome, and the Page of Wands. So, with the Page of Wands clarifying the Five of Cups, and not very strong energy compared to like an Empress here, and a Major Arcana, and stacking up two of your first three cards. So, with the Page of Wands, like a message from a fire sign. Oh my God, yeah. And the Three
of Swords.
So, you know what I kind of get out of this? It's weird, but I don't know. They're going to break up with you on a text message. They're going to send you a text message. But more and more now, I think you've been in a conflictual relationship, and you're trying to make a decision because it's probably passionate and you love them, but just like a lot of arguing. And maybe they're the Empress here. They're like a Taurus person, but this strong, fixed energy. They could be very beautiful and voluptuous, and Venus energy too, and someone who can be very controlling though and stuff. And I think they're gonna break your heart. And they're going to send a messenger. It's like this page of here could be a text message that breaks your heart. I hate to say that, but God, let me know if that works out. But in that case, you just say next. That's the only advice there, Scorpio. next.
Next.
And then speaking of next, it's Sagittarius for March 7th. April
the
7th. I'm
favorite.
saying March 7th. I can go back and look at transits on March 7th. There's really something there, I know. I just got a feeling on that one.
Okay.
So we're looking at the Morning Quickies here, the At the House edition here. This morning, we couldn't get to the beach, guys, sorry. So let's see what we got. In the name of light and love, so it serves the greatest good. Our Sagittarius friends and relationships here. Why you might be watching a reading today, what's on your mind. And I should add that today is Leo Virgo Day. We're going to do the single spread and a couple spread with Leo and Virgos, always on Wednesday. So it's 2 signs every day, Monday through Saturday, and we do quickies every day, and weekend quickies on Friday.
Okay.
It's for Wednesday the 7th. Let's see what we got for our Sagittarius friends. Yeah. And,
Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Emperor. This is the energy of the reading. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles.
Okay. So the Emperor, you know, the overall energy is being strong and set, and you know, something maybe for a while you've been feeling like some kind of energy of being. I don't think this is your person. It's like something about you. And then the 2 of Pentacles is that part of the 2 of Pentacles. That's that engine where you're just keeping things balanced in your own life and making good decisions and everything's clicking and working. You know, but it takes concentration to keep those up in the air. But if it does involve a choice, it's a big choice with Pentacles, like that involves something happening.
Then we have the Judgment.
This is you. Okay, so this is being called up by the spirit in the sky. You know, they blow the horn, Gabriel blows the horn, and you're supposed to rise up to your life purpose in some way. So
maybe it's the decision of follow with the things that you are doing or change. And
the Emperor would be following what you're doing, you know, right? The Emperor would be stable, would not change. But maybe being called up to make a change.
Mira, the 4 of Wands.
So, a couple things. Again, an Emperor doesn't want change, so it's fixed energy. That's good. Like, your mind's made up about something. Your mind's made up, really?
Your what?
Your mind is made up. You're not wondering, should I do this? Should I do that? You know what you're going to do. Okay? So, the 2 of Pentacles is about making a decision about how to do it. And I think with this judgment, what you're being called up to in Catholicism, they call it a vocation marriage. You know, like it's a vocation, like it's a life purpose. And it is. I mean, relationships are how we learn. You know, it isn't everything. You got the rest of your life, but it's a core component of our life. You know, is our marriage. And you're being maybe called up to that. Maybe you've been single before. Maybe even if you were married, you didn't really understand that it was a calling, and it could be because this person, you know, you have a soul connection with them, and that judgment is having that soul connection, and you're going to create now the happy home.
Wow.
Again.
Very good.
Yeah, very good. For Sagittarius, congratulations, guys. And it's an invitation to the wedding.
To the wedding.
Yeah. So now we're going to do Capricornio. That's for the 7th of April, guys. I'm saying March our morning, but April.
I
don't want to move forward, but yes, I do. So here we go. We're doing the at-home edition. We're going to the beach. But tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow's the 8th. No. And today is Wednesdays, I should say. So this is Leo and Virgo days for the singles and couples readings. Now for the 3rd week of April. And next week I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, what we want to do.
The monthly readings, no?
Well, we can keep the monthly for April, but we might do like, some kind of different, maybe the second half of April or something. Instead of just doing the last week, huh?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. There's doing this. So we got the Ten of Swords on the bottom as the overall energy, or the Eight of Swords. I'm really wearing my glasses.
It's
Eight of Swords, yeah. The Ten of Swords is better, I think, because it means at least you're done. It can just mean I'm done, you know. But Eight of Swords, you're not done. You're in hell. You're just in your mind. You're trapped. You know. You can get out, yeah. But let's see what this is going on about this Two of Swords. I mean, these two. If these two. God, I don't want to say this is a terrible thing I was about to say, but if these two had a child, it would be not a good thing. I'll just leave it like that.
I don't understand.
These two are related. This is like your Eight of Swords and your Two of Swords. It's almost the same thing. It's like with the Two of Swords, you just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. And that's your energy in and around relationships, no? And you're already in this Eight of Swords energy coming into this. And now you just don't know what to do. So let's figure out what's going on.
Wow.
Jesus. So, let's think about this.
So put the next one.
You asked for it. Page of Swords. I was saying you didn't like that one.
Wow.
I want to take the phone down and just take a picture of it. And look at the blue, how cold it is. Guys, I'm sorry, this can't be good.
They are not having
so
a
we
good
want to
time.
get some kind of advice. But with the Two of Swords to the Ace of Swords, this is, in this position, I would say, this is kind of like, why are you watching a tarot reading? And I think that they want advice. You don't know what to do, guys, Capricorn, and you're asking with the Ace of Swords, what do I do? You really don't know what to do.
You want to clarify the Page of Swords?
And he's the creepy sword. I'm just trying to think of it. See if I got a feeling here. Something's going on. It's been going on for a while, and maybe building, and pretty bad. And now it's like it's fucking unbearable right now. Like, you know, unbearable, and you can't deal with this anymore. You need an answer. And this Page of Swords is an answer from a younger person. Or an air sign for sure, Gemini. There's an implication here that I think you have to get out of your head. Like, you're not gonna fix this by thinking your way through it, you know, because it's like just kind of like they screwed me. They screwed me. You can just keep saying that, but it doesn't help anything. Oh, those bastards screwed me. They screwed me. Yeah, and it's like just all in your head. It's like really going around hard in your head. And this Page of Swords and the Magician. So, like I was just saying, you're not going to fix this with your head. And you got to bring yourself into balance here. And you might... you have a lot of air in your chart or something, or you may be going through transits that involve air houses. So you need to bring all of your resources together and use other people as well. Cups are other people, and your emotions, you know, actions are taking actions, getting out of your head and going and doing something, getting help, a therapist, bringing your friends in, asking for help, looking around with your sword here, your mind, instead of just beating yourself up or even beating this other person up, going around and around about how hard it sucks. You know, use your mind to think of a way out, a way forward, how you're going to help yourself to get out of this, you know. And then Pentacles is bring to bear any of your resources that you can bring to bear. And sometimes they can be resources from other people. You know, because you don't want to go on like this really for another minute. I'm just kind of, I'm feeling it. Like, it's hard. It's hard, guys. I'm sorry. So, thank you, Capricorns and Aquarius now for the 7th of April. Special coffee edition and the Morning Quickies to get to the beach. And, kind of shake off the energy from that, maybe. Yeah. we were saying earlier, you get all kind of things with the tarot. It's not always just wonderful. It's sometimes wonderful, sometimes not so wonderful. And that's what we're looking for, just the truth. And it's really kind of what your guides are trying to say, guys. Your higher self, you want to look at it. Your higher self, and it speaks through the cards.
Your higher self.
Whoever's watching. If I'm watching a reading, I'm really listening for my higher self, my spirit guides to speak to me through the reading.
Okay.
The world, okay.
We have the world, the energy of the reading. The Five of Wands.
Five of Wands, wow. So the world as the overall energy is kind of like, got to be some sense of someone that feels like they've leveled up, like they were down here and now you're up here at another level. And it can be as simple as graduating from high school to college, from college to life, but it can be a lot more complicated where, particularly when we think about relationships, someone that where you're at this kind of new place in yourself where you maybe realize something about relationships, or you change the way you deal with relationships in some way that makes you feel like you're at a little better level to deal with things, higher level to deal with things, dealing with things at a higher level, not being petty, not being selfish, not being, looking at things spiritually, looking at tarot readings. But when you come in with the Five of Wands, this is you in terms of relationships. So it could even be like, it's difficult to get to the world. It's like, it's like climbing. This is the top. You don't get the world by just sitting around meditating. You get your hangman there, and when you're done with that, you got to move on, right? So you've been making effort, but this could be being conflicted even in yourself. But it's that petty bickering and stuff. These guys are play fighting. They're not, they don't have swords or anything. But when you have that kind of energy, it's like hard to get anywhere in a relationship. It's like that. I like that saying. Like, if you stop to throw a stone at every barking dog, you'll never make it to the marketplace. Okay. But often if we have this kind of energy, it's because the person's triggering us in some way. And it maybe underlies something. So here you are now. This is you right now. And I would say this is like you trying to get your balance here. You're feeling like this around relationships, Five of Wands. But this is you right now where you're at while you're watching a reading. And this is that happy bachelor, but it's being self-contained, emotionally self-fulfilled, not having the needs. It could be a detachment from this energy, like you don't want to be, who would, in this Five of Wands. And with the advice and the outcome, it's because it's the Devil card. Wow. And so in a relationship, really good sex, you see this in synastry a lot. With the squares are different there. It brings a lot of interest in stuff. But it brings conflict, and it brings, jealousy and control issues like that, along with the passion. And I think what this is saying is you want to be in your Nine of Cups energy. It's just classically, it's like, we want to be happy, and we want to be our life to be not drama and all of that. And it's like, but when it comes to relationships, you're getting into this energy with someone that, while it's passionate, it's not leaving you in your happy place where you want to be. And I think like you're in the process of leveling up here. And the leveling up is going to be you focusing on your Nine of Cups and taking your focus away from this energy of the confrontation and the devil and stuff, because it's not allowing you to be in that place where you want to be. And in that place, your happy place where you're emotionally self-fulfilled, emotionally self-contained, is going to be your world, your new level. And when you're at that level, you don't really tolerate very long these relationships. Maybe you go to the bathroom of the bar and knock it out, and that's it. You never see them again. But you're not going to get involved in these long, torrid, horrible relationships that are full of conflict, guys. I think is what your leveling up is going to be, Aquarius. So thank you. And Pisces now? for the 7th of March. We're going to do your morning quickie here and see what we got. In the name of light and love, so it serves greatest good. What can Spirit tell us? Pisces friends, love and relationship. Good on the time? Okay. Always last, never least. Let's see. What can we say for Pisces? How would they be watching a relationship? What's going on? It's noisy. It's shuffling. Yeah, I think we're going to do the quickies different tomorrow. I'm just going to pull from the top of the deck and go through it. Okay. We're going to shuffle real good. We're going to put the deck down. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see what we got. You got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And let's see what you're coming in with. Queen of Pentacles. So, really nice. When you got the overall energy of the King of Cups, and master of emotions, emotionally self-contained, mature, emotionally intelligent, a mature person. Okay, now with the Queen, so you got to be a mature person. Probably a little bit older. If not, you're one of those people that people are going to look at and go, you know, Johnny's 22, but you know, he's going on 42. And it's also being that this is your relationship energy now. This is really good, you know. This is you doing channeling. We're talking about channeling that mature, strong part of yourself that's self-contained in every way with the King and the Queen, you know. Now, this is definitely you. This could be a person, the mirror, you know, because the Queen of Pentacles would certainly want to bring in the King of Cups, you know. Let's see what we get for the Six of Pentacles, which is really good and solid. So if this is you in your transition, or if this is you and your King of Cups, you know, there's a real equality there in your relationship, and it's solid, you know, with the Six of Pentacles. There's reciprocity. With a King and Queen, I mean, they both could be at the same level. So your person might be at the same socioeconomic level as you. Probably, not necessarily rich, but at least with the feeling of you're financially okay, you know, material okay. You know, you're not. If you need to buy something bad, you know, you can go buy it. You know, you need a new laptop. You know, yeah, it's expensive, but you could go buy it. So maybe both of you are like that, and you're feeling this very balanced energy right here together, and in the Seven of Cups. I don't see this as being bad, babe. I got a different feeling from this. If you look at this overall, Seven of Cups, I think this is, because I see all, this is the King of Cups, but all these pentacles, and this going from the 6 to the 7, it's like opening up a world of possibilities emotionally, maybe. Like maybe you guys, you know, you're very not too spontaneous. Maybe you're both like, it's nothing wrong, but you're emotionally, maybe it's been a while and you haven't been emotionally available to anyone, and you haven't opened your heart and had that thrill of losing yourself in love and everything. And now it's like you're both kind of feeling each other out. You're feeling like it's really equal here. There's a good way forward. And now in the future here, you're both going to like open up to the possibilities of love, you know. And something like this too, it does just sometimes just opens your heart to the possibilities of all love, you know. But I think with this, it's just going to be a really good thing, a really good feeling of both of you opening up and feeling the love inside that maybe you've been walking right up to it, you're working on it, you're talking, but you haven't fallen yet, and you're both going to fall. And when you both do, it's, I think for both people, it's going to just be a wonderful feeling. People are going to say to both of you, like, whoa, what happened to you? Did you fall in love? Because you're just going to look like it. You're going to like open up and kind of glow, you know? Great reading, Pisces, but thank you guys for joining us.
Amigos. See you tomorrow.
For the morning quickies, and thank you, and like, and that's easy. Good karma. Share, subscribe. Pisces, you guys understand karma, I know.